Welcome back to Babywise Mom's Power Rankings, where routines rule and chaos lurks around every single growth spurt. Today, we are counting down the top 10 schedule disruptors. These are ranked by how much they disrupt your perfectly planned day. So let's jump in. Top 10 is just the slightly off nap. You know, that kind of nap where like they either woke up 10 minutes early or you weren't paying attention to the clock and they slept 10 minutes too long, and then everything is just slightly off. The rest of the day is just a little off just because of that 10 minutes. At number 9, we have grandma's visit. Nothing says schedule who like a drop-in from grandma. Whether they are rocking them to sleep or giving them a cookie right before it's time for dinner, grandmas really know how to disrupt a schedule. And of course, they mean very well, but they still do. Number 8 is the noisy delivery truck. And as much as we adore online shopping and deliveries and Amazon, that noisy delivery driver can really ruin an app. And the really ironic thing is, maybe you just ordered blackout curtains from Amazon to help your baby sleep better, and then the Amazon delivery driver wakes your baby up as they deliver it. Number 7, we have the not tired protest, and this can happen from baby up through any age of child who is napping. And even though you very precisely time that wake window and you know it is perfect, they decide they're not tired and they're not sleeping. Oh, and number 6 is that surprise blowout. So your baby is in bed and either drifting off to sleep or actually asleep peacefully, and then the blowout happens, the diaper change happens, and the baby is awake. Nothing wakes a baby up like a freezing cold wet wipe. Number 5 is daylight savings time. And if you do not observe daylight savings time, then very fortunate for you. Daylight savings time is kind of like man's greatest enemy, or at least routine or schedule's greatest enemy. It really doesn't matter if this is spring or fall time change, like it is going to disrupt your schedule significantly and probably for 3 to 4 weeks. And this even happens with adults. It disrupts everyone's routine. Coming in at number 4 is the teething monster. One day you have an angel baby and the next day they're chewing on everything and in complete pain. And then they're screaming at nap time. No routine is safe, and it's very hard. It can be really hard to sleep when you're in pain. Like, I know I struggle sleeping when I'm in pain, so do not blame any child who is struggling to sleep while they're in pain. It certainly disrupts sleep. Number 3 is the travel day, traveling. Whether you're only going 2 hours or you're going across the country or across the pond, traveling will disrupt your baby's sleep. Baby sleep plus travel can really equal disaster on the extreme end. It can equal a lot of disruption on the mild end. And of course you can recover. I don't want to dissuade you from traveling with that comment, but it is quite disruptive. And that is why it comes in at number 3. Number 2 is that growth spurt. You know, we know growth spurts come every 3 to 4 weeks, but they still can really take us by surprise and sneak up out of nowhere. And 3 to 4 weeks is quite the variance. So you may not really see it coming. And it's like you will have been on this perfect schedule. Everything will be glorious and beautiful. And then one day your baby is waking up after 30 minutes and you're wondering what is wrong. And you're stressed out that it will never recover. And you know, it does. Your baby recovers. It works out. But it is quite disruptive in the moment. Perhaps it is not as long-term disruptive as traveling, so perhaps 2 and 3 should be switched. What do you think? The number 1 disruptor is illness. And it's no surprise, it can really disrupt in the moment. Like if your baby has a cold and can't breathe, they're going to struggle sleeping. If your baby has an ear infection, we're back to that pain. Again, struggle sleeping. Your baby might have a fever. So sickness can mess with eating and sleeping and playing. It really throws the entire routine off. It's not just sleep, but it can disrupt your independent playtime. And some babies just really bounce back well from an illness and just go right back to where they were, but others need some retraining afterward. So illness can really be a huge disruptor because, of course, you are going to comfort your baby and do whatever it takes for them to feel better and get better. And that can lead to a lot of retraining on the other side. And then a bonus just for fun, a huge schedule disruptor is the little power nap that happens in the car when you are trying to get home before nap time and trying your best to keep your baby awake, but they fall asleep in that car seat as you're driving home, and you know the next nap is absolutely out the window, not going to happen. So what is the biggest routine disruptor at your house? Leave it in the comments. It'll be fun to see everyone's answer. And as always, remember to like and subscribe so you're notified of all future content. If you need help with any of these disruptions, I have the answers to all of them on my blog. So head to babywisemom.com to find the answers you need. If you have any questions about any of these, in all seriousness, please do ask in the comments and I will answer you. And if you have any requests for any top 10 power rankings in the future, let me know. I'd love to do it.